Good evening, everyone. I'm Ryan, a wine guy. This is the wine review, bringing you an exceptional Cabernet Sauvignon from California. This is the Joseph Carr Cabernet Sauvignon from Napa Valley. It is their upper end version. They also make Josh Sours, which I did a Merlot review about a week or two ago. So, and they also make Josh Cabernet Sauvignon, but this is their upper end, uh, mid to high price range Cabernet Sauvignon based out of Napa Valley. It is the 2013 vintage. Most places you might find a 2014, but I got this at my local bar, and today was half price bottle wine Wednesday. So you buy it, you get half price of what it originally is. I ended up getting $15 off, paying $15 for the bottle, which is probably really close to what you would actually pay at your local retail wine store. You're probably looking at maybe at the most 20 on sale. I mean, at the most 22, 23 on sale, 20 down to 18. So I'd say between 18 and 25 is the average. So an expensive wine, not really an expensive wine, but a mid-ranged wine. And as I said, this is their this is their 2013 vintage. There is 14s out there. So, look and choose with what you want. Here's what it looks like. Joseph Carr. Hasn't changed in the 14 vintage at all. It still says Joseph Carr. Here's the wine. A very, very dark, very dark color indeed. You get, it's really all around dark. Even the rim is like dark. I mean, you can get redness out of there, but it's overall a very dark, big, wine. There's really nothing on the back of it, and I don't want to read you what the 2014 vintage says, just in case if there's a little bit of tweaks. So you can always go and look at the 2014 vintage to see if there are any sort of similarities between the 14 and the 13. It does say on the back, though, Joseph Carr, who's the founder, who's the founder and inventor, and then Aaron Pott, who's the winemaker. Now that says this on the back of the 13. I think on the back of the 14 there's a proprietor. I think the 14 becomes a proprietor Cabernet Sauvignon. I'm not sure, so you need to look that. You need to do that on your own research. I'm giving you the 13 vintage. And this is what I'm getting on the 13 vintage. Now, granted, I did already have a glass of this at the restaurant, and they allow me to take it home because, they cork it, and they put in like a nice little paper bag for you, and they staple your receipt so you don't get in trouble or whatnot. But here's a nose. Oh, wow. You get these nice fruit aromas. Black cherry, blackberry, you get nice oak, nice vanilla, light chocolate, even like a cocoa-ness to it. Subtle spice, very subtle spices. Yeah, like some allspice. Ah, hmm. Very like bold flavors to it. Uh, even like a light black pepper, so like a light spiciness to it, but you also get like that allspice cooking spice, maybe a little bit of cinnamon. Very, very powerful cab. And I mean, I already know what I'm going to rate this, but I really enjoyed it that much that I want you all to experience this for yourselves and try it for yourselves and be able to say, hey, this is a pretty good cab for a middle of the road price. Like I said, I mean, it's $20. I would say $20 is like your average price for this wine. um, so if you're willing to spend a little extra, anyway, here's what it's doing on the palate. Oh wow, wow! This has opened up. This has opened up a lot actually since I last tried it about 30 minutes ago when I left the bar. Wow, this has opened up so much. This is like wow, it's just like there's just this nice grip in your mouth. It's not harsh, but it's a nice little grip. Very nice round flavors. The blackberry stands out. The black cherry stands out. The vanilla stands out. Chocolate, cocoa powder, light spices, like light spicy finish, like black pepper. Kick of cinnamon in there, I would even say. Um, Little nutmeg as well. I mean, it's not like totally oaky by any means, but like I said, it's like subtle vanilla, subtle I'd say there's more chocolate than vanilla, more cocoa and more chocolate than vanilla. So a nice little espresso-y kind of taste going on there. And then it just lingers. I mean, this is a wine that lingers. It lingers in your mouth. It dances on your tongue. It's not a wine that you have to just keep taking sip after sip and, drinking constantly to keep up with the flavors, because the flavor lasts a long time. The flavor lasts a very long time on this wine. It's just a very nice, just it lasts. That's all I can say. It lasts. It lasts on your tongue. It lasts in the mouth. Being that this one is a 2013, as I said, there's a 14 out there. I would like to try the 14 and compare that. So maybe at the start of the year I'll do the 14 and let you all know if there's a big difference. I'll let you all know if there's a difference. 13, 14, maybe not. They both had very great years. I can't imagine there being a big difference between 13 and 14. But that is my New Year's promise to you. I promise you that within the first 2 weeks of the new year, or, I'll have to say the first month. In the first month in January, I will try the 14, because I believe it's out. And if it is out, like I said, I'm 90% sure that we do. My store has a 14, and most places will have the 14. And if the 14 is out, I will try the 14. I might be thinking of a different wine. If I'm thinking of a different wine, I will let you all know on Christmas when I do my next review whether or not I was thinking of a different wine. But if you don't hear anything new come Christmas, we do indeed have the 14, and I will indeed review that for you. But for this 2013 wine, I take it that it's a 2013. Has 3 years on it, 3 years vintage, almost going on 4. But it's still very young. It definitely has time to stand out. It definitely has time to stand out and grow. There's still all those nice big flavors in here, but I feel it can go further than that. But I am giving it a 4.5 out of 5, this vintage. I am giving it 4.5 out of 5 because I feel that it's so just, and it goes down pretty easily. It goes down very easily on the sip. Kind of melts in your mouth. It's not harsh, but it's bold. It's bold. It's not harsh, but it's good. It's good, but it's not great. I would say it's I know it's great, but it's not spectacular. I would say give this another 5 to 10 years. Maybe 8 being a cutoff, like 8, 9, 10 years. It'll be spectacular. 5 years, it'll be like outstanding. Great, outstanding. 5 years will be outstanding. And then 8, 9, 10 years will be spectacular. So it's pretty great now. But it can get better. I'm Ryan, the Wine Guy. Cheers.